Yo, what's up? It is my birthday. It's November 18th, and I am officially 29 years old. I am in my late 20s officially. Just kidding. But I'm also right now in the worst shape that I feel like I've been in probably the last 2 or 3 years. It's probably not as bad as I think it is, but right now I just don't feel like I'm in the best shape. And for me, going from 29 to 30, I really want to walk into 30 in some of the best shape I've been in my life thus far. Now, what are the reasons for me like not being in the best shape? Well, a couple different reasons. So the first reason is last year I ended at a really awesome peak and got in great shape for my wedding. Like a long week, it was an Indian wedding thing. So we got married, my wife and I, Michelle, and then we moved literally 2 days later to Tracy, California. Before we went on our honeymoon, we packed all of our stuff into a truck. It got shipped over to our house, and then we basically, after our honeymoon, came straight to Tracy, California, and didn't go back to Michigan. So we moved to Tracy, California. We bought this beautiful home. If you've been watching my videos, you can see probably parts of it. It's a huge home. It's on an acre, and it has a little bit more work than our apartment did. It had my family here. We had the pool. We have like furniture that we had to put in, and my wife, Michelle, was also looking for a job at the time. And I was also looking to revamp my business. So that's reason number two. Both of us were going through that transition of home, looking at jobs. And for me, my business had done well, but it didn't quite have that same purpose and drive that it did when I first started. So one of the things I did is I actually looked to see how I could serve people better. And what I found was that I can serve entrepreneurs to a higher level and degree that most people can. Why? Because I've been an entrepreneur who's had to work on his fitness and knows what it takes and knows what business takes and knows what also fitness takes and can make it easier for people. So that's one thing I got really good at, and that's what I started to shape my business on. Now, with that came having to basically revamp my business. I had to take a look how to get leads for my business, how to network for people, my business. So that's what I did. I spent a lot of time business traveling, spending money working with coaches, and putting a lot of time and energy on that. This last kind of quarter for me has been a lot of focus on family and business, and honestly, my fitness got kind of put down to the side. However, once again, I'm still in better shape than most people. I was able to scale it down and able to still keep making progress, just not to the degree that I want it to be. Now, I love fitness, I love sports, and this is my big goal for this next year is I want to totally turn this around. I probably won't do that many photo shoots, but I'm going to do a lot of physical athletic things. So I'm going to walk you through where I'm at right now and what I'm going to do, and I'm going to document this whole journey of me walking into 30 in the best shape of my life. So follow along with me, all right? Come check it out. The first thing I want to talk about is where I'm at right now, because you don't know where you're going to go until you can actually visualize where you're at right now. So right now I'm 29 years old. I'm 172 pounds. I was at 176 when I came back from vacation, dropped 4 pounds recently. I'll probably end up about 170 pounds. That's probably where I'm about sitting. Okay, I'm working out 3 times weekly, so I've been able to get 3 times weekly workouts in. I haven't been doing too much cardio or conditioning, which is something that I actually really usually enjoy, but I haven't been doing any of that. What I've instead been doing is focusing on my steps, to trying to get at least 8 to 10K per day. So that still constitutes as some cardio, but I don't constitute it as that. I feel a little flat. I feel a little small, feel a little like, flat. I don't feel like I have that same oomph that maybe I did a couple months ago when I was doing some of these photo shoots and stuff. So I just feel like that personally. Most people probably don't see it, but I feel like that. So I would like to change that. In terms of business, we currently have like 100 and something clients. We're pretty close to 200. Which is pretty freaking dope. We have 11 chickens, which is also awesome, and I have 0 kids currently, and I don't know if that's gonna change, so we'll see. That's part of this journey, right? So, okay, the next thing is where do I want to be? So I'm 29 right now. I would like to, become 30, and I don't think I have the option. I think I just will be. 175 pounds to 180 pounds. So that's kind of the range. If I'm 185, if I'm 175, I'm probably pretty happy. What'll probably happen, and I'll kind of discuss how this is all gonna work, is I'll probably actually end up going beyond 180 at some point here and then coming back down to 175. That's pretty normal in this process. I'd like to be working out 4 or 5 days a week. So something I'll be working on, you'll kind of see me do this, is I'll be creating my business throughout this process. So part of this journey is not just following me in my fitness, it's also following me in my business growth. And I'll showing you how I'm gonna make my business work so I can have the lifestyle that I want. And this is really important is, a lot of people, their fitness needs to match their business, but for me, my business needs to match what I want on my fitness, because that's just kind of something that I always needed for my life. That's why I chose this career path. So 4 to 5 times weekly. I'd like to be doing conditioning twice a week, whether that's the sport or whether that's just general cardio, whatever it may be. I'd like to be doing 2 weekly. And I like to also be doing various sport endeavors. I love sports. It just keeps things fun for me. I'm an athlete. I even train our clients much like athletes. I call them business athletes often at times. So this is going to be something I really focus on, okay? I'll also be doing various challenges. So throughout the weeks and throughout the months that are upcoming for this next year, there's going to be a ton of challenges that I'm going to do that are going to be really fun, really exciting. Things just kind of pique my interest, because once again, like when you achieve a certain level in your fitness, you got to keep it fun and engaging for yourself. This is one of the ways that I do it, okay? Once again, my business, I do have some business goals, and this is important that these two journey things are going to happen at the same time. I want to show you guys that you can absolutely crush in your fitness, grow your business, and be there with your family and have fun at the same time without sacrifice. So my business goals are really cool. I'd like for my private group on Facebook to grow to about 10K people. This group doesn't make me any money. It is totally 100% free. It is a private exclusive group, but I'd like to see that grow along with the email subscription where I kind of give tips, tricks, and what's going on in my life via email. We didn't talk about any social media metrics, but Joe might have a heart attack if I tell him this, but I'd like to get 100K followers across all platforms. So I don't know what that's going to take, but I'd like to have 100K followers across all platforms. So if you're watching this video, please like and subscribe and add to that 100K. Appreciate you. Okay, so I'd also, in terms of business, actual numbers and tangible things, we'd like to hit about 100 subscribers to our business athlete training, which is a pretty simple workout subscription. It's about $57 a month. I think it's like, that's what, $2 a day? It's a little less than $2 a day, like $175 a day. And that is a workout subscription where people get workouts monthly. I'd like to have about 1,000 people on that. We have another subscription, which is like you work with a coach, we do your fitness, nutrition, etc., and accountability. We have different packages for this, and I'd like for that to be about 456 people. That price range can range all the way up to $6,000, all the way down to something as simple as $77. So that's kind of dependent on the package you choose and what you need. So in terms of that, I think I did the math on it, and that would pretty much put me at about 200,000 a month and 2.4 million a year, which may seem a little crazy and excessive, but that's kind of my goal right now. That's what I'm looking to build up to. And you know, appreciate any support you have. So once again, I know I have paid programs, but I do provide all my information for free in my private group or in my email subscription. So if you're interested, you know, like and subscribe on YouTube here, and then also join my email list or join my free group. You can find it at facebook.com/groups/hustle secrets. Okay. Once again, it is 100% free. However, it's a private group, and all I ask is that you participate, be kind, and just don't be a jerk to other people and keep hustling. Cool. All right. So that's my business goals. That's my fitness goals. So cool. We've got the goals, and this is important when you do any sort of goal setting, is that you have the goals. The more clear you are, the better. Now, I don't have time to go into all the little minor details of what I'm going to look like, etc., whatever, but I'll give you a pretty good general idea. So what I want to look like is I want to be really athletic. I'd like to be able to, I want people to think that I'm a professional athlete. Maybe this is ego, maybe this is whatever, but I want people to walk around, I want people to be like, do you play for a team? What team do you play for? I want people to ask that question. So I have this in my mind, so therefore I must be really athletic, and I also want to look really good. One of my goals has always been to be on a fitness magazine, so I'm gonna do that this next year. That's gonna happen. I'm fucking ready for it. Let's make it happen. And I'm probably gonna aim to do that in Q4. So I'm gonna go over the quarters. So Q1, what I'm gonna do, number one is I am going to create a baseline. Because I've had so much variety the last quarter, I need to have a baseline. You don't just wanna go from one section to the other. People go 0 to 100. I need to go to 0 to 60 and hold 60 for a second, okay? Even if I was an Olympic sprinter, you wouldn't ask this person to go right into like sprinting a fuck ton. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create baseline, and the focus is gonna be athletic performance. We're gonna start to get my tendons going, start to do some more plyometrics. I have my coach, Mike Ryan, who's fantastic. He's coached lots of athletes. I've also been working with Dr. Hansen, working with Ben Oliver, Tyler Wall, Make Yoga Fit. These are all like the combination of people that I've worked with or am working with in order to make this happen. So know that this is not on me, right? So performance, we're gonna be trying to get athletic. We're gonna probably start incorporating some form of sprinting because I'm a very good sprinter, and I haven't done a ton of sprinting, so I need to get back to that, okay? And then we're gonna be doing various challenges. So I'll probably do a challenge where I look to transform my dad's body. I'll probably do a sprint challenge of some sort. This is gonna be varied, but the main focus is gonna be getting athletic, building maintenance, and building some muscle mass. So we're gonna get back to training legs. Somebody called me out on fucking Instagram saying that my legs were like chicken legs. Number one, they're not. I have sprinter legs. They're not small by any means. However, they are athletic legs. They're not your typical bodybuilder huge legs. But at the same time, I had a knee injury, so therefore I wasn't training legs as much as I could have in the past. But we're back, we're feeling healthy, we're feeling good, so we're gonna go ahead and focus on building some muscle in my booty. All right, so that is gonna be Q1. That Q1 is gonna be November to January. So for me, I tend to look at my birthday as like a start of a new year, okay? So quarter two is going to be February to April. And what we're going to do in quarter two is actually going to be really cool. We're going to train like an NFL athlete, and I'm basically going to prepare myself for the NFL Combine. This means 225 test. This means 40-yard dash. This means shuffle drill. This means vertical jump. All of those good things. And really, we only have about a good 3 months to prepare for it. So we're going to have to really get after it. And I'll probably do the Combine at the beginning, and I'll do it at the end. So make sure you're following. Once again, like and subscribe so you get all the notifications when we upload new videos, because we're going to be doing all this really cool stuff, and you're going to want to see how we do it, because maybe you can do it for yourself. All right, cool. So we're going to be still focused on muscle, but we're going to do the NFL Combine to keep things engaging. I probably won't do too much other sports besides the NFL or football training. Like I said, I might do some other various challenges where I help other people get in shape. And then quarter three and quarter four, you can kind of see here I wrote TBD. So what does that mean? TBD just means to be decided, right? The reason is I don't really like to plan too far out when it comes to fitness. I have a general idea of how I'd like to end the year. I'd like to end the year, once again, like I told you, some of those goals, but being on a magazine, being magazine ready, most of the year is gonna be focused on building muscle, which means that my weight probably will go up. I might even look a little puffy, hopefully not if I'm doing enough athletic stuff. But I wanna end it looking really jacked, being in great shape, and being very strong. So I probably will do some form of cut in quarter four. But in quarter three will probably be when we start to focus on like really dialing in. We may do some other various challenges. We'll see. So keep watching. I'll do an update every quarter or every month so you can kind of know where we're at. And the next part to this is like, I want to kind of show you how and why this is so important. So if you actually look on this other whiteboard right here, anytime you set any sort of goals and you have this clarity, you create your game plan, and then you need to keep it front of mind. So you can kind of see I have this stuff front of mind, and I'll probably add on to it what things I'm working on. So you have my business goals here, I have my fitness and personal goals. It needs to stay top of mind. Most people, they create a goal, it's not at top of mind every day, so they forget about it. This is the problem I have with New Year's resolutions and goals. So I'll probably make a video on goal setting at some point, but this is my process of what I'm gonna do. This time I'm gonna go in feeling like I'm in shitty shape to feeling like I'm in amazing shape walking into 30. So once again, if you like this video, if you like what we got, keep watching. I'm gonna show you before and after. I'm gonna show you all that stuff. I'm gonna show you every single thing that I do, from nutrition, supplementation, the coaches I work with, what tips and tricks they've given me, what articles I'm using to help myself out, how I manage the holidays and stay on track. All of the goodies, how I manage a relationship while I stay on track. I'm gonna give you guys all of that. I'm committed to 3 things this year. Is number 1, no gatekeeping, which means full transparency. Number 2, I'm very interested in making sure people get rid of that lone wolf mentality, because in Game of Thrones there's this great quote. It's like, when the cold wind blows, the lone wolf dies, but the pack survives. So if you aren't a part of the pack, join the hustle pack. We'll make sure we take care of you so you can make it through. And the third one, and this is really quite simple, I just want to reject sacrifice, this belief that, we have to have, or we cannot have family, we cannot have fitness, we cannot have business. You really truly can have it all. It's just a matter of understanding how these pieces work together, how to scale it up, how to scale it down, and having the tools and information and skill sets to be able to pass through it. So that's what I'm hoping to be able to show you guys. Once again, if you like this video, if you have any questions or comments or concerns about it, please drop down in the comments below. Appreciate you. Prince out.